What I want to talk about right now is the moment that you're in, okay? So you've got to understand, okay? 9 is the completion, okay? It is the unwrapping of the gift. 9 is once the present, okay? The present is open, okay? The present's open. You've opened the present and therefore it's open. What's open? The present. The circle you see here is the center, okay? It's the center of holiness, okay? The center of holiness, the center of wholeness, and it is the peace, okay? The Nobel Peace Prize, they could call it, right? The Nobel Peace Prize is 9, okay? 9 is the completion, okay? This is what we call the pyramid of presence, okay? This is the pyramid of presence. 9 is the peak, okay? The peak of presence, okay? The peak of presence in the pyramid of presence. It's the peak of the pyramid, okay? It's the peak of the pyramid of presence. Peak of the pyramid of presence, okay? And so the 9 is the center of holiness, the Nobel Peace Prize, the prize you're looking for, winning the trophy, getting first place, okay? It's 9. It's achieving what we call, okay, BHC, right? Brain, heart, coherence, okay? It's unraveling of the gift. Unraveling of the gift. So let's talk about it. 13, that's the first two numbers, 1, 3. And then you have 3, 5, and you have 5, 7, and then 7 and 9. Okay, and so understand 7. Then you have 7, 5, 3, and 1. So really focus here on 13. And 13 in of itself is a whole different tangent in of itself, and that's a whole different thing that we can turn that into. But the point being is, right now, each moment, okay, each moment is a gift from God, okay? Each moment is a gift from God, okay? And that's what they call it, the present, okay? The present is a gift from God. And now, by the way, you've got to unwrap the gift every moment, okay, guys, until every tear has been shed. Until every tear has been shed, okay? Until fear and suffering is no more, okay? Fear and suffering is no more. As you have completely unwrapped the gift, until you have received the presence of the moment, this is what we call 9. So understand this, okay? Check this out. We're going to get into 369, okay? 369, and also let's look at this as, okay, 333, 666, and 999. Specifically, and we like 3. 3 here, you have 3 triangles, okay? This is 3 total. As you can see, we have 3 bubbles or 3 boxes of energy. These are triangles. Now, at the peak is always going to be 9. Okay, this is 9, that's 9, and that's 9. Okay, 9 is the number of completion. And at the bottom here, we have 1. All of this is always going to be 1. 1 is the bottom. It's the baseline self. The linear reality. Linear reality is always 1. It's 1 across the board. Okay, 1 across the board. And as you enter the triangle of knowledge, okay, the triangle of knowledge, okay, the triangle of knowledge. Now, the K stands for a strikeout, okay? K stands for a strikeout, and it's a baseball metaphor. So what I'm going to share with you in baseball, you get what? 3 Okay, 1, 2, 3. You get 3 strikes and you're out. Okay, we know that, right? 3 strikes and you're out. So check this out. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, and then 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. And so let's give me an example. Let's give this an example. 9 is you hitting the ball with your bat. Okay, it's hitting the sweet spot on your bat, and you know that you're knocking that thing out the park. Okay, that's what 9 is. It's when you hit the sweet spot on the bat, and you know that baby's gone. It's MVP baseball 2004 at Brody Marsh's house, and I'm talking about the sliders all the way up. 99 home run every player, because every time we swing, it's a home run. Every single time, every single player. And I'm talking about 999. I'm talking about 99 overall players. Okay? 99 overall players. Now check that out. Now, where do the threes come into play? Where do the threes come into play? Well, you got to understand. 3 strikes and you're out. Okay? So you got to hit it 1, okay? 1, 3 equals 13. So you have one swing to hit it out the park. You get 3 attempts, okay? You get 3 attempts and only one of them has to hit. So check that out. 3, 1, 2, 3 triangles. Okay, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 on the way up, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1 on the way down. Okay, and think in terms of there's 3 different triangles. Okay, 3 different triangles. Now, ignore the ignorance in invisible fence, the inferno. So check that out. IGN, ignore, okay, IGN, ignore the ignorance, right? All of us, we all ignore it. Ignore the ignorance. And what do? Invisible fence. Invisible fence. The inferno. Okay? Invisible fence, the inferno. INF. IGN, IVF. Let me turn the page. IGN, INF. Ignore the ignorance and invisible fence, the inferno. So, the inferno, let's break this down. The inferno, that's the feeling of you hitting the home run. Okay? Of you hitting the home run. Talking about, you hit the home run, you feel the feeling of hitting the home run, and you hit another home run right after, because it's the feeling itself, 9, the peak of presence, okay, that created it. The peak of presence is here, okay, right now. Right now, peak of presence, at will. Your fiercest flow at will, peak of presence. And understand this, check this out. You have the ability to initiate, okay, the inferno. At any moment, you have the choice to ignore the ignorance, okay? Ignore the ignorance. Completely ignore it. An invisible fence, the inferno. What does that mean? Invisible fence. Invisible fence, the inferno. It means I focus on my holiness, which is this hole that I just created. I am creating a hole in the universe, okay? A black hole. The inferno of my dreams coming true, and I'm going to ignore everything outside of this hole. I'm going to look at it from a fixed perspective. I am now entering the peak of presence, the 9, the triangle of knowledge, and I am automatically, instantaneously manifesting the mesmerizing moments of miraculously the peace of presence in the moment, hitting a home run. I'm talking about hitting a home run, and I say every single time. I'm talking about home run derby. I'm talking about clean up the plates. Just see ya, baby. Dinger after dinger. 9, 9, and 9. Okay, 9, 9, 9. And I'm talking about back to back to back. I'm talking about, go ahead, first batter gets on base. Second batter gets on base. Third batter gets on base. The first batter is on third base. Second batter's in second base, and the third batter's in first place. And guess who's up to bat? Big Papi, David Ortiz, Boston Red Sox, okay, or the equivalent at your school, okay, equivalent at your school. But think about this. This is the home run hitter, home run derby. Bases are loaded. There's 3 on base. And how many people is up to bat? 1. 1 plus 3 is, guess what? You guessed it, 13. Ladies and gentlemen, 13. There is 1 batter up to bat, and his number is 3, Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth number 3. The 1 batter that's up to bat with the bases loaded. 3 runs are about to score, and he's going to be the 4th. And guess what, guys? That's a home run. That's what we call a grand, okay, a grand slam. Check that out. It's a grand slam. The bases are loaded. Even better, okay? The bases are loaded. So that's 1 and plus 3 is 13. That's 13, okay? 13. Now do it again. You do this twice. Do it again. Okay, but you don't do it twice, you do it 3 times. You don't do anything twice, you always do it 3 times. The key to making this make sense is you have to do it 3 times. Okay, it's never twice. You don't do anything 2 times, you do 3. Because there's an entire cycle of creation. It's a triangle. Okay, so you have 1, you have 2, and you have 3. And that's the linear way of looking at it. We cross that off and say, look, it's 1, 9, and 1. Okay, 1 is the beginning. Okay, the beginning. 9 is the end. Okay, B-E equals B. Okay, you have to be, breathe, and begin. Begin. Okay, I mean, talking about begin. Okay, now, once you have begun, okay, once you have begun, what's interesting about this is you get to go through this cycle of creation, which we call the A. Okay, A is the and. Beginning here in the B, and, which is all in between. Okay, all in between, and then E is the end. So beginning and the end, okay, that's B. B, right, breathe and begin. So B, breathe and begin, okay, and by the way, and you must automatically align. Okay, you're aligning the bat of precision and presence. Okay, the precision of presence allows you to hit the home run. It allows you to hit the home run. Beginning and the end. The end. Okay, the end is the evening. It is eternal, everlasting existence. Eternal, everlasting existence of the presence. Okay, if you look at the inferno, remember, the inferno is what you initiate by you creating a hole, a black hole in the universe. Right now, which you choose to ignore the ignorance. And it can't get in. If the inferno is your ship, and the ignorance is the water in the ocean around the ship. And guess what? You're getting invisible fence, the inferno of the dreams and the placebo presence of the group that's on that ship. We're winning the championship. Okay? We're winning this game. We're winning every game, and we're going to the ship. We're going to the championship. So think about this, right? And now everything else is ignored. Ignore ignorance. Ignore ignorance. Ignore ignorance. Ignorance meaning that it doesn't get in. And guess what? Right here, we're going to put a chum bucket right here on the inferno. The chum bucket is the mind control device. Okay, mind control device, MCD, not McDonald's, but mind control device. Okay, let me just flip the page. Okay, you have the inferno right here, the inferno of holiness. Okay, the inferno, the holiness inferno, the holiness inferno. Okay, which you ignited by initiating. You initiated you ignited the initiation of the inferno. Okay, which is the ship, which is going to take you to the promised land. Okay, it's going to take you to wherever you want it to go. And you got to put a chum bucket on this inferno, which means you're going to guard your eyes, okay, of anything that's ignorance, okay? You're not going to put it in there. Cross that off. I don't want that. Ears, okay? Your mind, your eyes, your ears, and your mouth, we're winning. You understand? We're winning. Ignorance is what you ignore. What's outside the ship, we don't know. We don't care. We're focusing on our game. We are focusing on our game. Well, what about with that person? I can't hear you. Hello? I'm ignoring the ignorance. And I got a chum bucket on my head because I know what I put in is what I'm going to get out. What I allow into my ship will determine the quality of my ship. Can we make this make sense? Yes, I think so. Okay, 1-3-13. Understand, 13. B, breathe, begin, automatically align to the placebo presence of the fire, okay, of the inferno. The inferno, ladies and gentlemen, is the feeling, okay? The feeling of the presence, okay, of the fire. The feeling when you're sitting there after the game that you just won and you're taking in the moment of winning the championship and you feel it. You feel the inferno. The crowd is there and everyone that's watching you the whole season and you're sitting there and your parents are there and everyone is there, okay? Feeling the presence of the fire, okay? Feeling of the presence of the fire, KKK, okay, not the KKK, but 3, okay, 3 Ks, which means you get 3 strikes, okay? You get 3 strikes. 3 strikes, you're out, and then reset. You're going to get up to bat again. Let's actually break that down. Let's say you do lose, okay? Let's say you ever lost, you lose a loss. I want you to learn how to cut your losses, okay? If you ever lose, this is how you lose. Okay, 3. You get 3. Okay, you're out. End the game. You're out, okay? You're not up to bat anymore. Go back to the dugout and smile, okay? Be upset, whatever. But come back because you're going to wipe that off. It's a clean slate. You get 3 more pitches, okay? So you got to end the cycle. 3 in a row losses, you're out. Peace, you're gone. See ya. Okay, I'm out. Peace. Look, don't sit there in a sinking ship. Learn when to get off the ship and get back on. Okay, in the moment. Okay, and that's why we have substitutions. Okay, that's why we have the second string. So we have the next round. Okay, not about better and worse, but it's about, hey, this person's fresh. This person can catch the fire. Okay, does that make sense? This person is ready. And so if you're not playing, you got to be ready to play because we need you to bring the fire. Does that make sense? And then guess what? You're going to bring that fire, and that's going to bring the fire to the next person. Now the next person's on fire, and then that fire's going to go to the next person, and now that person's on fire. And now the whole entire inferno is back, guys. This is how the momentum works in the game of sports, in basketball, in football, in baseball. The flow of the moment is created not by the circumstances, not by the ignorance, okay? Ignore the ignorance. It doesn't matter what he said, she said. Don't even allow it into your mind. I'm talking about put the chum bucket on the inferno. The chum bucket on the inferno. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to guard your mind of all temptation. Guard your mind of anything that's ignorant and does not give any relevance to you realizing or remembering the feeling of you winning, of you knowing that you are winning, okay? Anything that's not that feeling, ignore it and unwrap it, okay? It's just paper around the inferno. The inferno's in there. It's inside of you. It's inside of him, her. The inferno is inside your soul, okay? It's inside your heart, and guess what? It's in there for everyone, okay? And it only takes one person in that inferno to light up everyone else. And I'm going to tell you this. If you think that you got wrapping around that, if you got wrapping around the inferno, all you have to do is unwrap it. Okay, you just unwrap it. It's Christmas. Just say, look, today is Christmas. And tonight's Christmas Eve. And when I wake up tomorrow, it's Christmas again. And I'm not going to wait. Okay, I'm not going to wait till next week. I'm not going to wait till next month. I'm going to see if I can start unwrapping the present now. Because the more I unwrap the present, the hotter it's going to get. Hot is, it's going to get so hot. Okay, hot like the heat, the headshot of Hades. Okay, hot like the heat, the headshot of Hades. Because I say, how hot can you get? I mean, on fire, don't miss. I mean, the mesmerizing metaphor of magnetic moments of presence. Okay, just understand. The magnetic moments of presence. Okay, the presence of the fire. I mean, you just know that you do the right thing at the right time. When you get the bat in your hand, you're hitting the sweet spot on your bat. Okay, because you have activated the precision, okay, of the Trident, the automatic aimbot alignment of the Trident, okay, automatic aimbot alignment of the Trident, and I'm talking about, okay, you're hitting the sweet spot on the bat, okay, 999, you're hitting the sweet spot on the bat, okay, you're in the sweet spot on the bat, and then you have the present, okay, the completion of the 999, and guess what, you have the BHC, brain-heart coherence, which is what they call it. Someone else I've heard call it that. It's a good way. It's called is you tapped into the flow. You're gonna make the shot. You're gonna make the right play. That's your goal. Okay, get to 9. Okay, and the score will take care of itself. Makes sense? Get to 9, the score will take care of itself. You gotta ignore the ignorance, invisible fence, the inferno. You gotta the feeling, the presence of the fire. Put a chum bucket on your inferno. Protect that fire and don't let anyone blow it out. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. I'm talking about a chum bucket on the inferno. Protect the fire. Okay? Protect the fire. And don't let water get in to the fire. Makes sense? Okay? Water's meant to be in the seed. Fire is meant to be in the heat. The heat's supposed to be meant to be in the fire. So, look, 1, 3, 13, I'm talking about grand slams. Okay? Because the bases are loaded and I'm going to hit you all in. Understand? We're going to the championship. Home runs. Okay? Eternal, everlasting existence. The end is just the beginning of another cycle. Okay? Because look, the home in the baseball field is the end. But it's also the beginning. Because when you hit it and go in, guess what? You're back to the dugout and someone comes in and they're back home. Home is where we all go. Okay? And we can leave and we can come back. Home is your heart. Home is this moment. Home is the feeling. Home is the inferno of everlasting eternal existence, of the presence of God. And guess what? Get on first. Get on second. Get on third. Get on home. Okay? Same story every time. That's what Seth Ether is. Okay? Check out that song. Seth Ether. It's the same story every time. Okay? Football. Okay? Football, you get what? You get 3 downs. You can go for it on 4th down and go for a Hail Mary. Okay, you can see if you can hit a home run. Or you can punt because it's 3rd down. 3 and out. 3 and out. Right? You get 3 and out. You're on defense, 3 and out. Check that out. 3 and out. Okay. So think about it. Okay, guys? 3 strikes and you're out. Okay? 3 strikes and you're out. And yet, if you can go 3 hits in a row, your bases are loaded. Okay, it only takes one more hit to bring everyone in. Home run. Okay, home run. Hit a home run. Rank advance, achieve the dream. Okay, guys, check that out. And love it. Okay, love this because it's the truth. This is the truth. Okay, this is the answer. This is the truth. And there's just no questions. Once you've heard this, once you've seen this, there's just no questions. This is it. This is what you've been waiting for. This is what you've been looking for. This is it, right here. This is it. 3, okay, the power of 3. 9, the completion of creation. This conscious creation continuum. I'm talking about the peak of precision of presence of the placebo of the Trident. Okay, the Trident. Okay, check it out. The Trident. Okay, the Trident, placebo presence of the Trident. Okay, the placebo presence of the Trident. You gotta be, begin, and breathe. And continue the creation cycle. The creation cycle continuum. Understand? 3, okay? And how many times you got to go over it? Inferno. Feel the inferno and put a chum bucket and protect your mind. Anything that goes into your mind that does not put more into that fire is ignorance. It's anything that doesn't make you feel that fire is ignorance. And I want you to ignore it. And I want you to cut it off immediately. Cut off the extra fat on the steak. And I want you to get to the point in the middle, okay, of the whole of holiness. The whole of holiness of everlasting, eternal existence. Oh, yes. The whole of holiness. Okay? It's right here, guys. In the eye of the storm. Okay? In the eye of the storm. The whole of holiness of everlasting, eternal existence. It's right here in the core. Okay? And this is now an apple. And this is the core of the apple. This is the atom. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the atom. Okay? Choose your Z because it's all the same. It's all the same story. It's all the same ABCs. Okay? Choose your Z, same ABCs. This is the atom. Okay? It started with the apple. Okay? And then it split into 3. That's the ABCs. Okay? Z at the top, 3 ABCs. Right? Shall we go on? Quad head shot feet and I go on. Right? Z, and then guess what? You got the ABCs. Okay? You got to draw the triangle the right way. So look. Here's the thing, right? There's every single way. So A, B, C, and then 13. There's always 13. So check this out. Z, choose your game. ABCs go through the sequence of the code of the atom, okay? And collect the memories as you go, guys. Collect them. Become a collector of conscious energy, okay? Collect the conscious energy in the moment and watch the miracles happen. Talking about Remember the Titans, talking about Miracle on Ice, talking about all these movies you watched growing up as kids, and now some of the younger ones, maybe have not watched those movies yet, or maybe they have, maybe they, we'll have to find that out. That's a detail. Perhaps we'll remake the movie. Perhaps we'll make the movie live. Perhaps what I'm showing you is the movie. Perhaps every moment is a movie. Okay, and it's all about how you look at things. Every moment is a script. Every moment's a scene. Shakespeare said that the world's a stage. We're all actors. So check that out. 999, the completion of the creation. Okay, the center of holiness. Okay, the Nobel Peace Prize. The prize is your soul. Okay, and peace is feeling the holiness of God in the present moment. That's the peace. Okay, the prize is feeling the peace of the holiness of your soul in the present moment. Okay, and to complete the creation cycle is to hit the sweet spot on your bat, talking about the balls hitting the bat. You know that you just cracked that ball out of the park. I'm talking about you threw the Hail Mary to the end zone, and you knew that you just knew it was a touchdown. Like you could just feel it. Oh, you got him burnt. Oh, gone. And you just knew that you have the ball in your hand. You're the running back, and they're about to tackle you, but you just know stop on the tracks, juke, spin around. Oh, you're in the moment of mesmerizing miracles, and you just feel it, and you just know, you can't be stopped. Okay, you can't be stopped. The only way to stop is to the ignorance. Don't allow it into your mind. Because if it doesn't enter your mind, it cannot enter your reality. Ladies and gentlemen, if it does not enter your mind, it cannot enter your reality. I challenge you.